My best friend cheated on her boyfriend. Should I tell him? This girl is my F23 best friend since we were kids. I've spent 10 years being her friend, but I can tell you she's not a nice person. She has never been true to anyone in her life. She cheated on her wonderful boyfriend with her toxic ex while they were living together and were committed to each other. She told me blushing and asked me to keep it a secret. It's been 2 years since I've known, and it eats me to hide it from that genuinely nice man. She doesn't even give emotional or mental support to her boyfriend and is a financial burden on him, as he pays for every single one of her expenses, including the rent and bills. I'm not that close to the guy, but I genuinely feel sorry for him and want to tell him, but this means the end of my friendship with my best friend. What should I do? I'd really want to know, as the guy. Time in life is limited, and to think I've wasted 2 years of my life and all that money for someone who doesn't care about me. It would hurt, but it needs to be done. You can make a temp account or something and drop the evidence to try not to tie it back to you, but I really think you need to let him know. I just want to know why people keep terrible people like this in their lives. Not sounding like a healthy friendship, by the way. If you have proof, then yes, tell him no one deserves to be cheated on. If you claim to have a reason to cheat, then it's time the relationship anyway, so yeah, zero excuses for cheating. How about talking to your cheater friend first and tell her you'll not keep a secret like this, and she needs to come clean to her man. A lot of people saying give anonymous tip. Guys, she told her a secret. OP will be the first suspect of her friend anyway if the guy breaks up due to cheating allegations. Yes. You let him know. I was in this exact situation 2 years ago. Tell the boyfriend. Ditch the friend. The aftermath was not pretty. But I did the right thing in the end and still don't regret it. Tell him. That friend is a piece of shit. Why are you friend with such a person? Dude. How does it make you personally feel to not only call this person your best friend, someone that you even say is not a nice person and is a proud cheater, and then won't even spare the boyfriend of her cruelty? I think you need some self-reflection on what values you want for yourself and your life, or you won't be any better than she is. He deserves to know. You holding it for 2 years is already grounds for the guy to never want to talk to you again either. So I guess you can just send him an anonymous message, cause you seem too timid to face it head on. Yes, let him know. You are the company you choose to keep. You choose to keep a scummy person around and hide her dirty laundry for 2 years that actively hurts someone else. What does that say about you? Tell him. He deserves better than her. You sound jealous because you waited 2 years. What's the point is saying anything? I'd just end the friendship, tbh. Whether you tell her BF or not is up to you. I would want to know. But to be honest, I would never talk to you again for holding that from me. Edit. If she's not a nice person, how do you know she hasn't screwed you over too? If she's not a good person, why are you friends with her? Secondly, if she is indeed cheating on this person, I certainly think it's the right thing to do to tell them. That way, they can move on and not waste any more of their time. No, not your business. I couldn't say whether or not you have a moral responsibility to tell him. If I was in that situation, I'd let him know. He's suffering too much for that. And what if he gets roped into marriage? It's just a waste of time for him. Drop evidence, e.g. photos to him. He deserves to know the true person she is, who he is really, with a low-down, dirty, disgusting person on the inside, to use him, to cheat on him, to not give a shit about him as a person. Make sure it can't be traced back to you. He deserves better treatment. And really do really you want to be friends with someone who has so much disrespectful of another person? Remember, people look to your friends to see the reality of who you are also. Seeing as how it's an old situation and you have no proof it could go either way, he could think you're lying. I think more than the life of those two people, or three, as in this situation. Some morally wrong thing she did and has told you about has also come on your conscience. Given that you are posting this here, you don't seem like someone who will get over it. So clear your conscience and be happy. Do it for yourself. In short, I agree with most of the people here. Tell him yourself or anonymously, only if you have proof though. Since it's been long. Tell him. It should always be his choice to remain in or leave a relationship. To make this choice, he should have access to as much information as possible. By not giving him crucial information, you are limiting his autonomy, independence and freedom of choice. Would you want to be told? You might get in trouble with your friend. But this is about civil courage. Would you intervene if your friend attacked someone? I think you know the answer. She isn't a good person. He doesn't deserve that. I think you should tell him. Wouldn't you want to know? He deserves to know. My best friend could tell me they committed murder, and that secret is going with me to the grave. This doesn't sound like a best friend. You don't respect her or like her. Once you share this secret, she's no longer your friend. He will probably also turn on you. People will judge you. Just prepare yourself. There will be no heroes in this story. As the saying goes, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. Something about this doesn't ring right. You knew about it for 2 years and kept quiet. Now why do you want to bring it up? The way you are bitching about her behind her back seems like you might have jealousy issues with her. Just let this go and mind your own business. This is not your headache. The right thing would be to tell him. Now I get you probably don't want to lose your 10-year friendship. And sometimes the right thing to do does have negative consequences. But it sounds like your conscience is leaning toward helping this poor guy out. If you were cheated on, would you want someone to tell you? Rat out that hoe. Over the years I've learned to stay out of people's business. Even my good friends. You don't know the whole story if they are in open relationship, or if your friend will be angry at you for bringing it up, calling you a liar, and break your relationship between your friends. Stay out of people's business, IMO. Stay out of it. Yup, let him know. She does not sound like a great person. What makes her worth keeping as a friend? You will have to decide whether her friendship is important enough for you to keep this secret. It was not nice of her to tell you in the first place and put you in this position. She seems super selfish in general from what you have told us. Tell her. If you don't tell him, I will give her a chance to come clean first, and if not, go for it. Try if you can grab digital evidence and share it with him anonymously. Yes, tell him indirectly, like make an anonymous IG account and DM him. Tell the boyfriend and stay friends with him. Sounds like a nice guy. You've been a bad person for the last 2 years by not telling him. I'm sure you would want to know if your boyfriend cheated on you.